start part 5 just to answer some of the questions. Is why do I read these? Why is it so pretentious? It isn't supposed to be. They're axioms. They're MK Ultra activation codes. You just listen to them. You can comment on them. I do all these live. There isn't anything to criticize. Just if you like it, like it. If you don't, don't. Right now we're going to read Divine Transference of Nick Fuentes. Why don't you just hear what the words say instead of making it such a criticism on my identity? Or who am I? Who do I think I am to have the right to do a live feed? So let's start part 5, the sacred fire and the domestic divinity, which is part 5 of Divine Transference. I try my best to make these readings go with the music, but I'm not in control of what's going to play next. So here we go. The hearth is the living heart of the house. Its extinction is death. Fire and family are one organism. When the flame dies, the bloodline ends. To tend the flame is to preserve being. To neglect it is to annul the soul. The altar is not a symbol, but a metabolism. It breathes with rhythm. It breathes with rhythm of the household. The fire's continuity is ancestry incarnate. Coals and bones are interchangeable relics. In every ember sleeps the genealogy of the race. Fire is God made visible. The earliest theophany. To feed the flame is to commune with divinity. To let it fade is to let it fade as sacrilege. Purity of flame is moral law. No impure act is in its presence. No impure wood is in its body. The sacred fire consumes offerings as the soul consumes memory. It is both benefactor and judge, nourisher and witness of virtue. Fire thinks, feels, and remembers. It is a moral intelligence disguised as heat. What's up? What's up? A lot of people think I'm just blabbering nonsense, but like I told you in the beginning of this video, these are MK Ultra passwords, activation codes, written by me, read by me. I'm an artist in downtown Phoenix. Check out my art at zuccagallery.com. Ask any questions, comments. Let's begin again. The morning's first duty is resurrection, to stir the ashes into life. Each dawn repeats the cosmogony. Creation rekindled from yesterday's death. Every family is a priesthood, every father the high priest of the flame. The first fruits belong to fire. Only what the god refuses may mortals eat. To eat without offering is theft. To drink without libation is blasphemy. The meal is the Eucharist of the hearth, man and God dying together on flame. Beneath the hearth lies the buried ancestor. Above it dances his spirit. The fire is the breath of the dead, kept alive by the living. Every offering to Agni or Vesta is a whisper to the shades below. Flames domesticated, ghosts transformed into guardians, the hearth mediates between tomb and table, between man and God. To kneel before the fire is to speak to one's own soul in ancestral form. The flame is virgin, no filth, no lust, no violence made defile the Torah. The union of the sexes must withdraw before it. Chastity surrounds the hearth like air. Purity of fire mirrors purity of thought. The household flame is the conscience of the family. Render us rich and flourishing, said the ancients, but also wise and chaste. The fire judges conduct not by dogma but by presence. To act wickedly before it is desecration. The pure fire is the prototype of the moral soul, radiant, vigilant, incorruptible. The hearth reproduces the cosmos in miniature, center, circumference, and axis. As the world revolves around the sun, so the family revolves around the flame. The household god is a cosmological principle, animated the domestic sphere. Order in the world begins with order at the hearth. Moral gravity that holds the home in orbit. To extinguish the flame is to break the world's symmetry. The flame is not bequeathed in writing, but through generations. The son inherits not only life, but the duty to keep the coals alive. Domestic religion is transmitted through the male line because fire was thought to be seeded by the father. The sacred flame is the genealogical spark. To continue the lineage is to continue the worship. To die childless is to let the hearth grow cold. The extinguished fire is the final parricide. Each family guards its rights as its treasure. Every prayer is proprietary. No stranger may look upon the flame. The gaze of the profane extinguishes sanctity. Religion dwells in enclosed interiors, in the secrecy of kinship. The hearth is the original temple, its architecture, its concealment. Every man sacrifices in his own way because every fire has its own god. Secrecy preserves holiness. Visibility profanes it. The word for altar is feminine, thus the flame became a goddess. Vesta is the virgin principle, the ordered soul of the cosmos. She is the chaste intelligence that regulates the rhythm of the world. Fire's gender is paradoxical, fertile in warmth, virginal in essence. She is the moral fire, not the mathematical necessity of the stars. Vesta is consciousness itself, burning steadily within matter. The worship of the fire and the worship of ancestors are two halves of one creed. The fire is the visible soul, the ancestor the invisible flame. Hearth equals tomb equals continuity. Every living family sits above its own dead, eating in their own company. The soul that tends the fire is both priest and descendant, both body and medium. Domestic religion is the metaphysics of inheritance, immortality as perpetual maintenance. Before cosmology, before metaphysics, there was the family flame. The gods were born from household habits, not from heaven, but from custom. Religion was the consciousness of continuity. To live is to keep the dead warm. The fire taught temperance before philosophy taught ethics. The sacred hearth was the first moral mirror in which man saw himself divine. The first God was not above man, but within his house. The soul is the sacred fire, pure, vigilant, perpetually consuming and renewing. Conscience is hidden altar within the breast. To live rightly is to tend to the inner coals without letting them die to ash. The extinction of the flame is spiritual entropy. The eternal return as fire, hearth, sun, Agni, soul. To be human is to keep the fire burning. Energy is eternal delight. Man only plays when he is truly man. Except ye become as little children, the immortal child in us is frustrated. Eros, childhood in the body of culture. All human culture is built upon two concealed foundations, Eros and death. The body is the site of repression and the instrument of creation. Repressed energy becomes civilization. Neurosis is its cost. To recognize repression is to rejoin the body to the mind, to restore culture to its flesh. Every cathedral is built from sublimated desire, every empire from disciplined death. Civilization is the erotic body of the species, disciplined by the fear of decay. The unconscious is the fossil record of childhood. What the adult represses, the child remembers without knowing. Childhood is the unseparated state. Consciousness and desire are one body. To dream is to regress, to return to the age before repression. The adult psyche is a museum of lost childhoods. Every neurosis a misremembered game. The paradise of infancy survives in fragments, thumb, breast, word, gaze. The paradise of infancy survives in fragments, thumb, breast, word, gaze. Adult sexuality is not natural, it is a political settlement. The genital function is the treaty imposed by the reality principle upon the polymorphous pleasure. What we call normal is the most successful repression. Every perversion is a rebellion of the infantile body against genital empire. Normality is tyranny, perversion, memory. Civilization is organized around the genital, but culture is born from the whole body. Humanity begins with prolonged helplessness. Dependency is the origin of morality. Love begins as need. Parenthood extends infancy into the social order, hence the family as primal institution. The infant's first paradise is maternal protection, its first trauma, the withdrawal of love. The reality principle enters the nursery under the mask of the parent. Culture is the afterlife of this original dependence, the permanent attempt to win back the lost breast of the world. The child's body is a field of infinite pleasure, every surface erotogenic. The infant plays with itself as the gods once played with creation. What we name perverse is simply the memory of an unrestricted Eden. Shame is the first exile, modesty, the price of culture. To call the child perverse is to confess the adult's amnesia. Polymorphous perversity is innocence rediscovered under psychoanalytic light. The reality principle is the police of pleasure. To live in society is to internalize the threat of losing love. Every law is the voice of a parent internalized in fear. The unconscious remains loyal to its first sovereignty, the pleasure principle. Culture, morality, and labor are forms of sublimated obedience. Neurosis is the rebellion of eros against its domestication. Play is the pure activity of the pleasure principle, purposeless yet meaningful. The child plays, the mystic plays, the artist plays. To play is to redeem activity from necessity, to make labor erotic. Adam fell when play became serious business. The perfection of man is not toil, but play. The joyful play of eternal generation, the return of eros, is the return of play as civilization's highest form. The body is the first and final metaphysics. To forget the body is to forget being. The soul is not imprisoned in flesh. The soul is the flesh, remembering its own delight. Philosophers dream of pure mind. Mystics remember pure body. The regeneration of the flesh is the only resurrection. Every mystic is a materialist in disguise. Civilization is the collective symptom of repression. Art, law, and money are sublimated pleasures. Neurotic play made sacred. The economy of scarcity is the adult distortion of the infant's abundance. The market is a game of ownership, eros repressed, then replayed as competition. Rationality is the camouflage of desire. Utility, the parody of pleasure. Every civilization carries within it the dream of its childhood, play, gift, festival. Eros is the energy of the body, energy is eternal, delight. The child's erotic curiosity is the prototype of art and thought. The rediscovery of childhood is the redemption of labor. The future demands the transformation of work into play. Culture must become a theater of polymorphous pleasures or perish in its neurosis. To become human again is to remember how to play, to delight in the life of the body as the first and last wisdom. That is the end of part 5. I'm going to start part 6 after I drink something, and I'll come back. I'll see you guys.